Oh, it's Brock Cam. Brock Cam. What do you think it's going to be, Brock? You think? Oh. Well, how old are you going to be, son? How old? What if it's not a gear bike, man? Are you going to be sad?
No.
What could it be? Open them up. What is it?
Wow. Thanks, Daddy. I can try it out.
Yes, you can. Now, Brock, let me show you something. You can't do these unless you're riding. And while you're riding, it works like a motorcycle.
Okay, give me that one, please. I know it was overdramatic, but like this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, and it's like few and far between. I've been in a cool drought for 21 years. It's good to see ya. It's Brock St. Clair, and in the last 2 weeks, half my closet has become Harley-Davidson merch. I went from not knowing how to drive a stick to being a licensed motorcyclist, and I now own a brand new 2018 Harley-Davidson. How did all that happen? It's a great question. Let's talk about it. First, I got to know all the super rad people at Southern Thunder Harley-Davidson in South Haven, Mississippi.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, dude?
Excited?
Yes. And they decked me out in a bunch of Harley-Davidson gear.
This might seem like overkill.
Fast forward to the weekend of June 15th, I'm enrolled in Harley-Davidson's Riding Academy. Made some awesome friends. The instructors were brilliant and so patient and kind, and I knew I was going to enjoy riding, but boy, did I not know how much. I love it so much, but of course, with my luck, it was probably the hottest weekend in Mississippi history. So to try to beat the heat, we started at 5:15 or so, I think. I'm the first one here. Also, got that beautiful sunrise coming up. Woo, last day of Riding Academy. I passed. Took my certificate from Riding Academy straight to the DMV, and they traded me one new motorcycle endorsement. The great part about this was that I literally had to trade one piece of paper for another, and I was at the DMV in line for 2 hours. The lovely folks at Southern Thunder let me try out a bunch of new motorcycles, and it's just like Kenny says.
If you're going to travel single person on it, the street glide should be plenty for anybody. It's basically a very, very similar bike without the big trunk on the back.
And also, it looks so good. And then after one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my whole life, I decided on the 2018 Street Glide Special in Hard Candy Hot Rod Red. It's so great. I love it so much. I still need a name for the bike, by the way. So if you have a good name, please put it down in the comments. I will read every single comment. And if yours is Red Rocket or Red Robin, I will block you. After I signed all the paperwork and got a pretty picture done, I banged the gong.
Ready? Maybe? Nice!
That's what you do when you get a Harley. You bang the gong. And even though you just spent a pretty penny on your bike, after you bang the gong, you're gonna want to buy a gong. Never felt so important as I did when I hit that gong. And you could have that every day, you know? You eat. I'm eating day-old pizza. I took the bike for its christening ride home, and y'all, I was so scared. I had this brand new beautiful bike I'd been riding for a whopping 3 days. And if I had so much as got a scratch on the paint, well, motorcycle internet would just tear me to shreds. That's what I was thinking about when I got on the bike. But I did make it home safe, just in time for Father's Day.
There's my dad right about now. He's right here. Okay. Here is, where'd it go? Here's my dad when he was a little bit younger, when I was a baby.
I think that's pretty good there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this out.
You need some help?
I already made a film about my dad. It's linked below if you want to check that out. So instead of making another for Father's Day, I just got him a bag of peanut M&Ms and a card. That makes me a good son, right? My dad always helps put things in perspective for me. He's sort of a great objective third party to go to. And so I told him that I was worried about how the motorcycle community would receive me. Because if I were them, I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed if some 20-something comes along who's never ridden a bike before and gets a brand new one for free and then gets to travel the country on it. I'd be livid. But I told him that, and he reminded me that the same thing he often does. It's just to stick to your guns. You know, be yourself. It's gotten you this far. And that helped a little bit. And then 2 days later, it was my mom's birthday.
Hey, Mom. Yeah? Can I videotape the 6th grade thing tonight? Can I videotape the 6th grade band tonight? No. Oh, come on, please.
She's turning an age. I won't say which, because she'll be upset with me. My mom is incredible and supportive and concerned about almost everything. You should have seen her face when I told her about this internship. I brought up that same issue of being worried about the motorcycle community and being a part of it to her, and she said the same thing, you know, be yourself and be interested, and people will love to talk about what they love to do. So I was feeling a little better, but still mostly unsure. And then, as if on cue, I got invited to my first group ride. Going on a ride today. My first, like, real distance ride. This dude, Johnny, from the Southern Thunder dealership in South Haven, and a friend of his. We're all going up to this forest, and it's gonna be big fun. Let me explain how this crazy ride came to be. So I was at Southern Thunder Harley-Davidson in South Haven, Mississippi, and then Johnny Green came up to me and said, hey, do you want to ride with me and my friend tomorrow? And I said, yeah. And that's it. I expected there to be like this big initiation, you know? Like you have to go through the trials to be a part of it, but just like that. It was like I was right in the family. So I met up with Johnny and his friends Tammy and Virgil the next day. We had lunch together, and then we hit the road for the river. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you a little bit about Johnny Green. Well, let me let Johnny Green show you a little about himself.
What's up, guys? It's Johnny Green, often imitated, never duplicated. We've got a ride leaving out today to benefit the VFW as Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Johnny Green, often imitated, never duplicated. Coming to you as a member of Andy's Army, hashtag Andy's Voice. It's a fundraiser we're doing.
A good friend of mine in the riding community reached out to me. They do a ride every year to support the West Memphis and Marion Animal Shelter, and this is the flyer for the ride. Get up, get out, called in sick. Johnnyisms. Live your life. Next week and tomorrow is not promised. Enjoy yourselves. If you want to go on a safari, go. If you want to go ride a motorcycle, go. Do what you do.
He's a super rad guy, right? And he invited me to a ride. I must be awesome. The roads in the forest were windy and sort of dark, lots of hills, but to finally get an escape from the sun was nothing to laugh at because, wow, it was so hot. Not to mention the amazing scenery and the great company.
Johnny, how's it going so far?
Man, this is a beautiful day. This is what it's all about. Making memories, making some miles, sharing some smiles.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful day, man.
Finally, we pulled out onto the river. We had this amazing view, and we talked about ourselves and why we ride motorcycles.
I've always thought it would be awesome, man, to just, you know, grab the gear, get on the bike, and go find these places and, you know, explore them, because you can imagine what an awesome picture it would be in front of, you know, abandoned hotel or like abandoned gas station.
Oh yeah.
Harley right in front of it, you know, get the right sun angle and everything like that. That's
Right.
really what it's all about, is finding those spots and getting lost.
No, for sure, man. That's what I'm saying.
I can get lost easy.
Yeah.
Spend my way home.
Right, right.
And can I just say quickly to Johnny and Tammy and Virgil, thank you so much. You have no idea what that ride meant to me, seriously. To just jump into this thing and be so new, and then to feel like a part of something bigger than you that quickly was incredible. It was awesome. You guys gave me a lot of confidence about this thing. Since that ride, I've met a whole lot of motorcycle folks, and they've all been unique and so kind and patient and ready to help new riders and excited about new riders. So thank you for that support. And if it wasn't for that ride, then I wouldn't have made so many new friends. I was in Louisville last week, Louisville, Kentucky for Skills USA. I'll have more stuff about that going up on this channel. This week, or weekend, I'm in Milwaukee for Summerfest, and then later this week, Tessa and I are riding out to Seattle. She's right there, actually, behind me. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well.
She's well. You can follow me at all my socials. They're linked below, so you can keep up with what I'm doing. I post stories more than anything, but I'm also going to be posting these videos more quickly. Sorry about that. I know it's been like 2 weeks. I'm trying to do a weekly thing. I'm just not used to like being on the... We've been on the road like mad. I'm going to be churning out these videos. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you next week.